umpire in chief. And since this is an NBBA, I can do it.
Hey, you go, little Rick?
Rose, just let me know when we're about to go live.
We're good, yeah. We're good.
We're on now?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this mic off. Hey, we're still getting going here, folks. But welcome back to the inaugural All-Star Showcase here in San Antonio, Texas at the Star Soccer Complex. The eyes of Texas and the eyes of the world are upon 21 of the cream of the crop, the best that beat baseball has to offer. We're in the Lone Star State, but there are 21 All-Stars here that have been split up into two teams. And very shortly we will do the roster and player introductions, and then we will get this All-Star game underway, the first of three scheduled this weekend. I'm David Benny. Again, I'll be joined shortly by Fonzie Madrano of the Bayou City Heat, who will be doing the play-by-play. We just finished up the first skills competition of the All-Star Showcase. It was the Home Run Derby. We had four players each hit one home run.
For you.
It was great.
David Smith, Zach Arambula, Justin Holland, and Ron Jordan all hit a home run during the Home Run Derby. Now we're getting ready for the main event. And in just a couple of minutes, we will be doing player introductions, and then we will get this thing underway. We'll have a coin flip, and then we will go. It will be Team Red against Team Blue. Team Red being coached by Mike Curtis of the Gateway Archers. Team Blue being coached by the Beat Ball Nation People's Coach of the Year, Jonathan Fleming, a.k.a. Jono of the Austin Blackhawks. It's a beautiful night here in Texas, absolutely gorgeous, especially from an Illinois boy. This is December beat ball, but it feels like September to me. Temperatures low 60s, very light wind. It's just gorgeous, and we're under the lights. Players are finishing warm-ups before we get going. The game will begin at 7:30. Like I said, I'm pulling double duty here. I'm also handling public address responsibilities. So while we won't announce the batters when they come up to bat during the game, because frankly I want to focus on helping Fonzie call the action for you, we will announce player introductions very shortly. What happened, dude?
Dang, you could have like 5, dude.
I know.
Like, gee, you were there, dude. You were there.
It's alright.
It's all good, man.
You smoking cigarettes? Or?
Somebody smoking.
Where'd you go?
He stopped right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Zach. What up? 720. 720. Yep. Road. DB stream is live.
All right, and we've already kicked it off. I'm waiting for the go-ahead to do the player introductions. You tell me when you're ready. Jared hitting some defense out to his team. Jared will be the pitcher for Team Red. Jeremy Lopez of the Jets will be the pitcher for Team Blue. Jared's catcher is Darnell Booker. His catching his battery mate for the Indy Thunder. And we will find out who Jeremy Lopez's catcher is going to be when the game starts. I don't have him on my roster. Who's Jeremy? Who's catching Jeremy?
Number 19. But let me get his name. Hold on.
Blue is home, says our umpire-in-chief, Jason Price. Good. All right, then we're announcing them in the correct order because that's how I have them rostered. I'm trying to figure out who Jeremy's catcher is going to be, so I don't leave him out. You're hearing and seeing some behind-the-scenes stuff as we get ready to go. We're pulling double duty here at the scorer's table, trying to get rosters together, doing public relations responsibilities, and also getting ready for the stream.
Where's the bonds?
What's that?
To my right.
We have those the bases.
We need to get the player introductions going, folks, or we're not going to get started at 7:30.
I think it was over there by Tim.
I will need Katie at some point, I think, but she'll be back. Yeah, we're about to do player introductions whenever I get to go. All right. We will be getting going anytime here now. I think they're taking one more practice defensive opportunity. This is Team Red out there in the field here. All right.
Yeah, I think they're landing on the lines, and then DB's gonna just announce people in.
Yeah.
If they're here, tell them to move up.
Picture catcher.
Right. You're catching for Jared? Yes. Okay.
I will, but we need to get this moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Of course.
Hey, I lost last night. You got Buffalo Wild.
Hey, dude, this is the week, dude. This is the week to separate everybody.
It's so close.
It's gonna be hard,
It's
dude.
been close all year, hasn't it?
This is gonna be a hard
I
week.
mean, it's like one dude.
It's all good.
He has two, he's in 10th place.
Yeah.
Smith, he's fifth, he's been in third. Second, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good. Everybody he knows.
Yeah, everything I can get. Who's Jeremy's catcher, though? I still didn't...
David Casares.
Ah, David Casares. All right.
Bonze,
Yeah.
where's your little beepers?
Huh?
The little mechanisms, the base.
Oh, we're using them?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
they're out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We're going to use some new bases here today.
Well,
Looks like wireless ones. We'll see how they do. Yep, you ready? All right, here we go, guys. We are going to now go to the PA system for player and participant introductions. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural Beat Baseball All-Star Showcase. And now, let's meet the All-Stars and participants for the first inaugural Beat Baseball Showcase event, Beat Ball Game. First, for Team Red, head coach from the Gateway Archers, Mike Curtis. Field spotter from the Indy Thunder, Mariah Woodard. Field spotter from the BSO Philly Fire, Cam Hogwood. And field spotter from the Chicago Comets, Christina Smurs. Now the players. Team captain from the San Antonio Jets, David Smith. From the San Antonio Jets, Ricky Castaneda. From the San Antonio Jets, Axel Cox. From the Austin Blackhawks, Mike Finn. From the Tyler Tigers, Stanley Griffin. From the BSO Philly Fire, Dakota Hogwood. From the BSO Philly Fire, Casey Kraus. From the Gateway Archers, Richie Kressel. From the BCS Outlaws, Hillary House Oswald. From the BSO Philly Fire, Tyler Rodriguez. And from the Chicago Comets, Rich Schultz. Your catcher from the Indy Thunder, Darnell Booker. And your starting pitcher for Team Red from the Indy Thunder, Jared Woodard. And now the participants and players from Team Blue. Head coach from the Austin Blackhawks, Jonathan Fleming. Field spotter from the Austin Blackhawks, Molly Fleming. And field spotter from the San Antonio Jets, Rose Garcia. And now the players. Team captain from the San Antonio Jets, Zach Arambula. From the Gateway Archers, Kyle Bora. From the Austin Blackhawks, Daniel Brock. From the Bayou City Heat, Mike Coughlin. From the Indy Thunder, Gerald Dykes. From the Indy Edge, Justin Holland. From the Chicago Comets, Kalari Gertley Jackson. From the Tyler Tigers, Ron Jordan. From the BSO Philly Fire, John Margist. And And from the Austin Blackhawks, Darius Sterling. Your catcher from the San Antonio Jets, David Casares. And your pitcher from the San Antonio Jets, Jeremy Lopez. And now the players that were selected but unable to participate. From the Gateway Archers, Ethan Johnston. From the Chicago Comets, Bill Landrum. From the Boston Renegades, Joe McCormick. From the Gateway Archers, Mark Morris. From the Indy Edge, Nick Mulheron. From the Indy Edge, Eric Rodriguez. From the Minnesota Millers, Evan Van Dyne. From the Indy Edge, Corey White. And from the Indy Edge, Corian White. And pitcher from the Indy Edge, Kyle Kennedy. And finally, let's meet the officials for the All-Star Showcase. Your official scorekeeper, Katie Mathena. Your base operators, Richie Flores and Brandon Chesser. And last but not least, your umpire-in-chief, head umpire of Beat Baseball, Jason Price. We want to remind everybody that the concession stand is open and serving, and that Tappy Sports, Texas Adaptive Play Initiative, is hosting a bake sale with some tasty goodies. Contact anyone from Tappy Sports to purchase from the bake sale. And now, without further ado, let's get the All-Star Game on. All right, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for bearing with me on that. That was not as easy as it looked, and probably not as easy as it sounded either. But here we are, and we're about to get this going. We're about to get it underway, folks. Don't stop believing. Anything is possible. Say it, believe it, achieve it. We are going to do this. We are about to have the first true All-Star game in the history of Beat Baseball here in San Antonio, Texas. It's real. It's happened. It has happened.
On that side of on the red side. It got wet?
You can hear the teams revving it up. As you may hear or may not hear, the Team Red is occupying the third base sidelines. Team Blue will occupy the first base sidelines. And let me confer to see if we have starting lineups.
Hold on just a second.
All right, we may bring in Katie for just a second to give us some starting lineups here.
Hey, Jared, I have a question. Can you double check?
Again,
You're
the blue team won the toss. They are the home team for this first game.
That's correct. Richie Russell, Casey
Cross. Okay, so Richie Russell. Okay, let me get my phone.
We will not be making player announcements during the game as we want to focus on the live stream.
Okay, are you ready?
And your starting lineup for Team Red is as follows.
Okay, so you have David Smith,
David Smith will lead off.
Axel Cox,
Axel Cox bats second.
Ricky Castaneda,
Ricky Castaneda bats third.
Mike Finn,
Mike Finn will bat fourth.
Tyler Rodriguez,
Tyler Rodriguez, that is, will bat fifth.
and then
And Richie Crussell will round out the batting order.
And then we also have Casey Krause.
And Casey Krause will be DFing
Yep.
for
Crussell.
Richie Crussell. That is your red team. Again, that lineup: Smith, Castaneda, Cox. I'm sorry. Smith, Cox, Castaneda, Finn, Rodriguez, and Crussell, with Casey Krause DHing for Rich Crussell. Jared Woodard will pitch. Darnell Booker, his battery mate from the Thunder, will catch. We'll announce the blue team after the top of the half of the first inning. In their starting lineup. Here we go. Jason Price about to give the command you've all been waiting to hear. There he said, play ball it is, and David Smith leading it off. David Smith was the co-MVP offensively at the World Series this year, batting an even .800 for the series. He's been playing since 2017. And he's got 2 strikes now on him early.
Fonzie's testing bases. Wait, the wireless base.
Fonzie is testing bases right now. They're working on some new bases here, and so he will be joining us shortly. For right now, you have me. Look at this shot. Left field, deep, and a missed base, and then a run. He got it. He got it. It was about as ugly as newborn sin, but he got it down the third base line, and David Smith, with a bang, starts the All-Star Showcase with a run to left. 1-0, Team Red. And Axel Cox. You got 3 Jets at the top of the order with Smith, Cox, and Ricky Castaneda. Hitting off of Jared Woodard, longtime Jet killer for the Indy Thunder. Very interesting. Axel Cox. He's headed for the Hall of Fame someday. And he swings and misses. And Jared indicating him and Axel they're working a few things out there at the plate. That was not the most comfortable first swing. 2 strikes now. Now remember, other than just for fun, maybe sometimes during or after, a tournament, these guys have never worked together, Axel and Jared. They've been rivals across the sidelines for years. On the ground. And this is going to be picked up. Picked up by Mike Coughlin on the short left from the Bayou City Heat. Coughlin up there playing that left short position, picked that one up. 1 in and 1 out in the top of the first.
Thank you.
And we will be switching balls.
There you go. Hey, Fonzie, let me play base down.
All right, here's Ricky Castaneda now. Third batter in the order for Team Red. Top of the first, just getting started. And we thank everyone for joining us tonight here at the park and on the live stream, wherever you may be. And there's a strike. Ricky Castaneda just got named to the Team USA blind soccer team. He's a multi-sport athlete. He'll be representing Team USA when the Olympics come to Los Angeles in 2028. They're already getting ready and gearing up.
You sound good, bro. Good job.
Oh, well. I was promised a play-by-play partner for this weekend, but the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, and that's a strikeout for Ricky Castaneda and a second out. And if anybody who's listening to the live stream wants to provide a little bit of feedback on whether or not we are coming through okay, the plans to stream on YouTube, I think, were scrapped. So we are exclusively on Facebook Live. I've had at least one message saying that the stream may be going in and out, but here we go. That's a foul ball now. As this is Mike Finn. He's already in the Hall of Fame of beep baseball, and he's just adding to his credentials at this point as one of the best two-way players that's ever played this game. He's got more world championships in his career than I can count on one hand. And that's a shot. 3 right side. That is opposite field and a run. And that is the second run of the inning now. Mike Finn joins David Smith in the scoring column for Team Red, and they're up 2-0. And Jared Woodard is hitting bats already as Tyler Rodriguez, no stranger to Jared, comes up to the plate. Tyler is now with the BSO Philly Fire, but as most people will remember, Tyler was a cornerstone of the Indy Thunder dynasty from 2016 to 2021. And he was, during that period, Jared's best contact hitter. Not necessarily the hardest hitter, not necessarily the fastest or best batting average, but he was the best contact hitter of any of the Thunder young gun studs. And now T.Y. He was also the Beep Ball Nation People's Choice for Comeback Player of the Year. And he suffered that neck injury in a freak accident last year, non-beep ball related, missed the World Series, rehabbed, came back, and had an excellent year with the Philly Fire. Big part of the reason they placed 4th this year at the World Series. Jared and Tyler reunited. And it didn't take long, and the base went on and off. He's not even going to call it. Nice play. Look at that play. Coughlin again. Coughlin with 2 putouts in the first inning, and that's the end of the inning. 2 runs in.
Hey, good pick up there, Mike.
Yeah, but he didn't call it.
A redo?
He didn't call it.
No, he didn't call it.
Yep, and Jared's going to let him know, but that's true. That base cut on and cut off. It was a solid hit. Tyler didn't bother calling late base, and so I doubt Jason Price is going to give him one. And that's the end of the inning. So now Team Red will take the field, and Team Blue will come up to bat. And Katie is going to help me with the batting order for Team Blue.
Okay, so batting first is Zach,
Zach Arambula, the team captain, will lead it off from the Jets.
Justin,
And then Justin Holland from the Indy Edge.
Daniel,
Daniel Brock from the Austin Blackhawks.
Mike,
Mike Coughlin, who made 2 putouts there at shortstop. He is from the Bayou City Heat.
Johnny Ma,
Johnny Margist from the Philly Fire.
and then we have DH is Ron,
And then Ron Jordan will bat 6th, and DH for
Kyle Beebe.
Kyle Bora, who is the designated fielder. So we'll start with some bangers. Arambula and Holland can hit with the best of them. It does not look like Gerald Dykes is getting the start in today's game. For Team Blue. And here we go. We're off to the bottom of the first. Yeah. Arambula was inducted into the Beep Baseball Hall of Fame this year, class of 2022. Arambula fouled off to the right. Arambula won a batting championship at the World Series in his rookie season, which is very rare. It's only been done a couple of times in the history of the league, but he did it back in 2009. I believe he had over 700 as a rookie at that World Series, at that time with the Austin Blackhawks. 2 strikes now. Now, he's captain of the San Antonio Jets and of Team Blue's All-Star team. 3 strikes. Jeremy Lopez, also of the Jets, is pitching to his Zach Arambula. David Casares, his battery mate, is catching him. That one hit the pitcher. So, got 3 strikes. The spotters for Team Red, I believe, are Cam Hogwood and Mariah Woodard. Christina Smers is also available, although she's going to be at this table doing live stream duty with me if I don't get a play-by-play here soon. Because you guys deserve it. And that's a run for Justin Holland. Or wait a minute, is that Zach or Justin?
That was Zach.
That was Zach. I'm sorry. That's a run for Zach Arambula. Justin Holland now headed to the plate.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, and I can't see to call the play-by-play and not have anybody to help me. So.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, here's Justin Holland. He was Beat Ball Nation's People's Choice for 2022 Player of the Year. And why not? He hit 2 home runs in the World Championship game for the Indy Edge in Beaumont, Texas. And he's the only one in the history of the sport that's ever done that I know of in any game, let alone a World Championship game. It was absolutely unbelievable. He has been the sports long ball champion at their World Series skills competition the last at least 2 years. He has brought a new element of power to beat baseball. I don't blame him for being a little frustrated. He had 2 or 3 balls bang off the fence during his home run competition. 3 strikes now. This is Jeremy Lopez and Justin Holland. They've never worked together before until today. And that's in play. Short. Somebody's got to pick it up, though. Not happening. 2 up and 2 in for Team Blue. And it looked, Casey Krause overran that ball. I think that's Casey Krause playing up short from Philly. And he overran the ball just a little bit, and that allowed Justin Holland to get to base. So now you're already seeing a difference here in this game just in the first inning. Mike Coughlin made 2 good plays up short in the top of the first. And, you know, that was one that Justin beat out. If Justin Holland hits ground balls, man, you got to get him out because that's a gift. So now, Daniel Brock, rookie from the Austin Blackhawks, and co-rookie of the year at the World Series with Casey Krause. Casey beat him out for the Beat Ball Nation Choice Award for Rookie of the Year, but you could pretty much flip a coin between Casey and Daniel Brock, and you're seeing them both here in this game. Brock from the Austin Blackhawks. And he's going to put it, it's going to go over the 40-foot line because we're in Texas. It's going to sneak over the line. It's going to test the short guy. He's there, and he scores.
The players are standing still, so I don't know if they're going to call dead ball.
And we'll see if the ball was dead. It seemed like the players may not have heard the ball very well.
They immediately stopped.
It is beeping, though. It is beeping. I don't know if maybe it was on a... Sometimes that ball can be on a speaker. But it's beeping. And 3 up and 3 in now for Team Blue. Oh, boy. Marcus?
Do you need me to scoot him to fill it?
No. Yeah, you know what? Can you do both? We're gonna have Katie Mathena, the angel on my shoulder here, with doing it all for us. I mean, helping drive and helping everything.
I'll
She's
try.
gonna help do a
I'll
little
try.
play-by-play.
Okay.
This is Ron Jordan from the Tyler Tigers.
Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball.
Now, that was off to the left, right?
Yes, third base.
So he was a little bit late on that because he's a lefty. So he didn't. If he gets around on the ball, he can hit it a mile. He had one home run in his home run derby round earlier, but Ron Jordan can hit the ball about as far as anybody in the sport. And he's typically, him and Justin Holland are typically at or near the top of the long ball rankings. Ron Jordan's been with the Tyler Tigers as long as I can remember. There's
Third base side. Past the middle guy. Past deep. Oh, over reach. Ooh, that was pretty close. The deep guy had it within his with his grasp, but then his hands reached for it, and then the guy hit the base first. So that was a bam, bam, bam play.
It's a game of inches in this state, or in this sport, but Ron Jordan beats it out. And now Margist from the Philly Fire will step up. And Team Red is yet to record an out. 4 up and 4 in as Jeremy Lopez is hot and trying to roll right through the lineup for the first time. Now Margist.
Yeah, y'all are all over it.
I have one person telling me they're having trouble viewing the stream. If there's anybody else that knows how to contact us here at the table, let me know. I hope most of you can
Players
see
look
it.
at the base. Short guy slipped 2, past the second. All the way to deep. Oh, beat it. Bam, bam, bam play.
And that's another close play, but they're beating them out, man. Team Red's defense is just a little slow here. It's like maybe they're not ready for the field conditions or something. It is.
Had hesitation, and so they're late when they're crossing and getting the lanes, and it's going past their hands or going under. So just minor corrections. So when they line up, when they go crisscross, they line up in the lanes. It's perfection. But sometimes you have hits off hands, and it makes it hard. But and the grass is also a little wet.
Now it's 5-2.
And that box is slippery right now.
I'm being told they're having problems with the stream, at least by one person.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Hey, Richie. I'll be right back.
Yeah. What we're playing, I promise we are, is Ron Jordan, so I had Ron Jordan in the wrong spot in the order. He's up now. Who's in that 4th spot right before John Margist?
Okay,
Because
so
I was calling him Ron Jordan
It's
the whole
okay,
time.
it's okay. So Zach's first,
Right,
Justin second,
right.
Daniel third, Mike fourth. Now
Oh.
it's John.
Mike,
It's
it
okay.
was 2 lefties, and so we had Mike Coughlin in Jordan's spot. All right.
And a lot of it has to do with the field too. So hard, grass, wet. The ball interacts with the field. It's like another player that's out there too.
Between innings, I need to grab the lady that's running the live streams and let her know. I don't know that there's anything she can do about
Okay.
it, but they're telling me the internet is freezing up every second.
She's out there. She's spotting.
Yeah. So she'll be coming in.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to try to fix the technical issues. I know there's a lot of people want to see this game. I want you to see it too.
High, short middle of the field. Coming up to it. Oh, right there. Overran it. It was right, like landed right on his side. Looks like a little back, like he would have had to turn. And so that was, and they waited before, and they like were.
And that was
Yes,
Tyler
that was tied.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
That was TY. So another one in. Now it's 9-7. Still only one out, and that guarantees that the order's going to turn back over to David Smith.
And Rodriguez was put out in the first, and so came around and made a run in the second inning.
Yep, he is
So
1
picking
for
up their
2.
timing.
Yep, they sure are. Well,
To Crossell.
and Tyler and Jared played together for so
Yeah.
long that
Yeah.
it's like getting back on a bike, I'm sure, for them. And now Crossell, and he was the one who just ripped that ball to start this inning, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
First baseline.
And the red team has gotten 5 of them back now, so it's 9-7 here. Still top of the second. Speaking of pitchers, did you know any good ones?
Maybe. No, I'm related to the good old Frank Mathena. He wrote the pitcher's guide. A lot of good memories.
He invented
my dad.
pitching and beat baseball, maybe. He might have invented it. I don't know.
Ooh,
Some people say he
yeah.
invented pitching and beat baseball. So here's Crossell. And this reminds me of one of those old school games, all offense so
See,
far.
it does. And where you have to make adjustments on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Brings back when I was a kid watching my dad play. Whoa. Straight up the middle, hard, past all the players.
Holy
There's no
cow.
way. Got some heat on that. There's no way.
Crossell came to play today. 2 hard shots for Crossell, and it's a 1-run game. It's 9-8.
Different placements straight up the center. There is a hole up the center, and so that's another area people are going to give. That's where they're going to give to. So you try to hope that when they call that number, you've got people filling in their lanes. But that was just hit too hard right from the beginning to go.
All right, back to the top now. David Smith, he's the tie and run here.
Straight up the center, all air.
That is
Landed.
going to be a tough play.
It's going to be, there's no way. Oh, yeah, there he goes.
That was a legitimate shot. 9-9, and Jared is on fire. They're hitting hard balls. They're hitting it where he wants them to hit it. And this is vintage Jared Woodard pitching right now. Tie game. New ball game. Still only 1 out.
Yep.
Whew. Both offenses are on fire.
This is great when you have pitchers connecting with the hitters, hitting those spots. It's amazing to watch.
And that ball is still beeping. I didn't hear it beeping when it came off the bat, probably because he hit it so hard.
It's,
And, well, there's first base. There it goes.
What's the score?
It just tied up 9-9.
All right, 9-9. That's what I thought.
Hey, Richie. I need somebody to get a hold of Rose between innings. I've gotten 3 reports. Internet's horrible. It freezes up every few seconds. Nobody can watch that shit.
I think he's out in the field right now.
Well, I know. Between innings,
tip. So we're getting close.
I don't know that there's anything she can do about it,
Yeah, the internet was
but
kind
I
of tough out here.
sure as heck like to see her try.
Yeah. A little bit.
Ooh.
It's also cloudy already.
So,
So we got
Axel Cox.
3. Dribble right up the center.
That
Follow
should
their
do
lanes,
it.
It should do it right there. Oh.
Down on the ground.
Okay, so on defensive play, they go down, and what happened is that it hit off of, I believe, his lower legs area, went forward, and then when he reached for it, he hit the base.
Was that Mike
So-
Coughlin that bounced off of, the shortstop there? The one.
Yep.
Yeah. First guy.
No, I went after, I guess John.
Oh.
'Cause John's middle on the other side.
Yep, that's Margist. Okay, so it got through the
Yes.
first line, and then Margist.
And they converged really nicely on that line, but like I said, he went down. They all had great position, but it bounced off of his body, and then when he reached for it, he hit the base. So that's hard as a defensive player. Form was nice. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. He came over to fill in that lane. It's just,
That's 8 out of
Seconds
9.
count.
8 out of 9 Katie players have scored in this inning now.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 out, 8 in.
and they've fouled. Now they've struggled getting time. This is his third at bat, 2 strikeouts beforehand, so maybe he can turn it around. They can connect. So close, so close.
Yeah, of course, Ricky a Jet and Jared Woodard a Thunder. They've seen each other in some pretty big games, I would say, including championship games from across the field on opposite sidelines, but not really ever worked together until now. In fact, the only player on this red team that Jared has worked with consistently, really, in the last 5 years was Tyler Rodriguez, and look what he's doing anyway with these hitters. So
A lot of air.
Ooh.
I think that's gonna be
Bubble?
foul. Oh, in
no.
the pocket.
In
that
the
sweet
coffin
spot.
corner. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
word!
What a
Coffin corner.
pitch!
That was amazing. Beauty. That coffin corner. I mean, that was hit right after the line. The foul. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was pretty.
Oh, and it spun too.
And that's
That was
using
great.
using the speed of Castaneda, man. I'm telling you what, I'm partial in this game. I promise I am. I have no rooting interest, but you gotta tip your hat to Jared Woodard and what he's doing right now. That's
Yes.
9 out of 10 in the inning. And these are guys
He'd be
he's
making
never pitched.
Simpson proud.
Some of these he's
Sure.
never pitched to before, except maybe midnight ball after the World Series, after the banquet. No, it ain't. No, you're late. It is. I have 11-9.
Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 then. Ooh,
Oh,
straight
and
up.
Jared took that one.
There,
Oh, yeah, that hit
he
the plate.
slid.
Oh.
The bat.
The plate.
Okay. So the middle guy came over. He spread out like he was supposed to, went right past his hands, and then the deep guy. There was no way for him to call. So by me came, but there was no way. Had too much heat, too much speed.
I got to tell you, my
Great.
ears fooled me, Katie, because I thought it hit the pitcher because I heard like a double thud.
It was just the bat.
And now
The bat hit the plate.
look at this, Katie. Now Coach Fleming and the blue team forced to take a defensive timeout
Yes.
as there are now 12 runs in, 10 in this inning, 10-run inning, and it's 12-9 now, and we're still in the top of the second.
With 1 out.
My goodness. Nice coffin corner. Holy cow.
That was beauty.
And again, we're going to get with our producer and see if we can fix whatever internet issues are going on. I don't understand it because I know my cell phone reception is just fine. So if cell reception works out here, not sure why internet wouldn't. But.
So I know you've said before, as far as Jared's history, as far as Simpson talking about pitchers and stuff. So can you kind of give a little bit more background about that connection, as far as, because we have generational. So like I know the Mathenas, we've come around. My dad, my Woodard, and he's been around with his family and stuff. Same thing with Simpson. So it's not just a family thing; it's a generational thing, helping out. Can you kind of give that history about that?
Much like the Simpsons, the Woodards are a beat ball family from top to bottom. And Jared, I don't know if he was conceived on a beat ball field, but he certainly was around beat ball from earliest childhood. Began pitching in around 2004. He was 13, 14 years old, 7th, 8th grade maybe. And by 2007, he was pitching in a championship game and winning it. Won it all at age 16 with the Kansas All-Stars. A lot of similarities to, like Katie said, Kevin Simpson's career. And now in recent years, they've been top rivals in the sport. And over time, Jared has managed to get the upper hand more often than not. And then, of course, that epic 2021 championship game where they faced each other for the last time.
There's Rodriguez straight up the center air. Wow. Ooh, they're converging. Ooh, close. Close, close, close. Outran that. Defenders try. They converge on the lanes.
Not looking good.
It's not looking good for our stream either. They say they can't watch it. So you didn't start.
No. I was asleep.
Gerald. Gerald Dyke is joining us here for a moment, but you gotta be ready because you're gonna get in this game soon, I think.
Oh yeah, I'll probably come in my third inning.
Is that another run there?
Yes. So,
All right, 13 to
so that was
9.
Rodriguez, and now it is back up to Kressel.
You like fell on the way to the base last night. Is the stream's not working?
Apparently the internet isn't.
The internet connection,
Internet
'cause it's-
connection.
yeah. It's also the location
It's
where we're at
buffering.
too.
Yeah.
I checked it, but they're still recording you, so
Well, that's fine, but we've got a lot of people that want to watch it. So is
Yeah.
there? Do you know if is there a way can she reposition to try to fix that, or?
probably maybe for tomorrow.
Okay, Krussel's back
Okay.
up. Ooh, there was some hesitation on that swing.
All right, back to your bench, bro.
Shut up.
Please. I should have said please.
That's better. I love you.
1-2.
Wow. That hurts. That hurts, dude. You know I love you,
3.
but you're the only player that's over here hanging out with us. So.
He went back. We're good. Short. Thing that's gonna bounce. Yeah, bounce.
Ooh,
out.
we're aiming for that coffin corner again.
Close, close.
Ah.
He's 0-3, so we got him. We got this close, 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 close.
Again, it's well after sundown here. We are playing under the lights here in San Antonio in December. Who would have thunk it?
Well, you know, Texas weather.
Yeah, we play beat ball all year.
It's beautiful. You know
Great
the
complex. Great complex.
the worst thing about the state of Texas is leaving. That's just my opinion. And if you agree with me, you're right.
Oh man. Air, straight up air, center short. Going for it, reach in, out. Got it.
Bang, bang play, but he got him. Who made that play there? That was a good play.
That was 21, does it Mike?
Was that Mike Vick?
Yeah,
Mike
Mike Coughlin.
Coughlin on the play.
Coughlin, yeah.
Coughlin, MVP defense so far.
That's 2 outs.
Oh, it's only 2.
2 outs.
And he's short, so I'm gonna say short. Okay, please bear with me. Scorekeeping. They're trying something new this year, so we're trying to work out something different to keep track with. Defense. So he is up short.
21 short.
Yeah, 21 up short. But he's also a utility player, so this weekend they're gonna try to mix up and match where people are gonna play. But as of right now, he's up short in that spot.
Mike can play over
Stop and turn. There we go. It's cool how the technology for the games are going. You know? How it's changed over the
there.
years.
Kind of neat, yeah.
It is, yeah. I think so.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah, like
back
so
up.
far, I think we've only had one late base with that.
Well, there was one and then it cut out once.
Right, it cut out.
Yeah. Okay, back to Smith.
I don't think they've retired David Smith at all yet
No,
today.
yeah. Yep, they have not. 3 for 3. Strike.
Count.
2.
Get a new ball.
Yeah. Tip.
That's coming back just to our right. He was right on that, though. When it comes back like that, that means you're right on it.
One pitch.
So the ball's changed as far as how it sounds. And so normally if you do that, the defense would call for a new ball. but no one on the defense
Yeah.
is called for it.
We'll see if they do it here. And the umpire also has discretion to change
True.
out a ball if he really thinks he should.
Ooh, center, go down. Oh, hit off a body.
Oh, what a play.
Down.
Pick it up.
Reach for it, reach for it. Oh, so close.
Did everything
So
but pick it up.
close.
Wow, who got the body on that one? That was in toward the middle.
Middle, where is he? Hold on. Let me see. Working on the numbers. Oh, that's 12, so that's Johnny.
That's
Johnny
Margis that got a, and he's got a good sized
So he
body
went,
to get
as
on
he was
the
going
ball.
for the ball, it hit off his body. He was able to get on back on the ground and touch it again, but again, had to reach for it. So it's one of those things when the ball, you do everything you can as a defensive player, and then when it goes off your body, having to be able to put nose to the ball, know exactly where to go and react, and not hit it and then mark it away. I remember
Absolutely.
a lot of time when I was helping my dad and I was doing defensive plays or practice, you know, being able to practice and go, what do I need to do? What do I need to get him to do? You know, my dad told me the form, so I knew what he was looking for. And he would practice all the bam, 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 what to do, but knocked off your body.
And that's so important because, you know, some of these players who come to beat ball have never played, you know, baseball before, but some have played baseball before losing vision. And there's little differences. And, you know, teaching those differences and how to play balls is really important. And so, and no question, everything. I hope people are paying attention because those are good nuggets of information.
That's it. I believe we're at 3 on the count.
This is Cox.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that shot.
Dead center pass.
That's
so
dead.
They
It-
called dead.
I believe it. Well, I believe it too. I believe it was.
We're gonna call dead, so we gotta go call.
Jason-
We're gonna touch it.
Jason Price will check it
I'll
out, Katie.
Chase it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna chase it. So defensive called dead ball, and so they stop moving, and so there's a call, and so if it is, he'll come back and he'll bat again. So it won't be a. But if they pick it up and still making noise, then it'll be a run.
The umpire will go and stand over the ball and see if he can hear
That
it.
was hit a long. That was a long way.
And if he can't, then that'll be ruled a dead ball. And I got to tell you, Katie.
Dead ball.
Yep.
Dead ball.
I got to tell you, I thought it went dead off the bat.
Yeah.
It's not always the case, but that one sounded dead off the bat, and it was called dead out there by a fielder immediately. So he'll come back and do it again.
Wow, Jared. We're working on finding some equipment.
We'll find they're going to get another box of balls, hopefully.
So we're taking a pause. So we're seeing where they're all. We'll take a pause for a moment.
There we go. That ball would might be the best we can do here.
Booker may save the day.
All right, we got a few.
Y'all are all stars. Make it work.
Oh.
Oh, jinxed it.
Fonzie
Jinxed
balls,
it.
Fonzie balls, Fonzie balls.
He brought bases. You know?
Yeah, but Fonzie. No, these aren't
I
Fonzie
know,
balls.
yeah, I know.
But
He makes. Yeah,
If we
he's
have
making,
it-
making balls, making bases.
mhm.
That all-star defense, that baby, let's go!
Let's play that ball.
Yeah, really making an all-star game.
I have 14-9 red team with 2 outs still in the top of the second.
Sorry, I'm falling down on my other job.
That's what I have, but Katie's the official scorekeeper.
Okay, hold on, guys. Let me not do that. Ooh, dead ball.
Good job, Jared.
13, 14. Yes, 14 to 9. Is that what you said, correct?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Falling down on my other jump.
No, you're doing great. we're all pulling double duty here, so.
It's all good. Zach. Okay. Now we're switching it up.
All right, so finally the third out of the inning, but in between that, 12 runs came in.
14-9.
14-9 going to the bottom of the second.
Hey, this is testing. I mean, I'm gonna work in them tonight, though. I'm working them tonight.
And your official score heading to the bottom of the second, red team 14, blue team 9. Team red 14, team blue 9.
If you want to help, let me know. You can help me out.
Sure. I'd be the cheerleader, you know? Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, make sure Rosine knows what's going on here. Even if we can't do anything about it, let's make sure she's aware of it.
Okay, I have to give a shout out to all my fellow scorekeepers. So Glenda, Linda, Sylvia, Shay, all the crew, and even memory for Jerry. That crew, I looked up to them. I still do and love working with them. So shout out to my scorekeeping crew.
And I will concur in that. You know, you may not see their names in the scorebooks or in the headlines, but we couldn't do this without our umpires, scorekeepers, base operators, and officials. So,
Okay, so back at the top of the lineup, we got Zach. So Zach, Justin, and Daniel. 2 foul. So we've got 2 on him.
so they're starting their third time now through the batting order. And we're in the bottom of the second.
The game started at 7:35. It was 8:37, so we've been going for about an hour.
And that's about right for the number of runs we've had scored
Yes.
already.
Ooh.
And
I will
that's
have to say, it looked like it changed up a little bit on the pitching, so it looked a little different.
Jeremy just needs to relax. There's a lot of time left in this game. You know, he had a big inning. Jared had a big inning, but you can't strike out Zach Arambula when you're down by 5 runs. That's one of your aces there. And now here's Holland, and Holland struggled a little bit his first couple of at bats. He did score once on a ground ball, but then he struck out his second time. So we'll see.
This is Justin. This has 1 run and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this dude's one of my favorite players in the game, and he was that before this season.
It's early.
Yeah, he jumped out in front. I think maybe he thought he was late last time.
And you have Jono over here from Austin. Off to the side, you have a lot of side volunteers helping him, so telling them about pitch. And so they kind of help them know where they're doing. Very good. Straight up that line. Ooh. Hugging that
They can
line,
pick
hugging
it
that
up.
line, hugging that line. Okay, so the ball hugged the line all the way down third base side, and then bam, bam, play. So they're going to talk about it, and they're going to, Jason's going out to talk to the other field umpire to see because of the bam, bam, bam play.
And I didn't.
Man, that ball hugged that line all the way down that third base side.
And we didn't
So we'll
announce
see.
the field umpire's name, Katie, but we'll see who it is. Oh, and what's
Goes
the?
out. Okay, so change the decision.
And that put out was
Hold on just a second.
David Smith back there.
Oh,
Made it
okay.
to the line and got the put out, and that is a huge
Is that an M or
play.
a D?
That was a D because he's third. He's third
yeah,
man
he's
out.
third line,
So
yeah.
it's D.
There you go, D. Smith.
All right, and so that's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second.
And that was an amazing play. When those balls hug that line, and for them to come all the way over,
Oh,
those
sorry.
are beauties. Richie getting in the way.
And now to the plate. Yeah, it's
It's all good,
he's
Richie.
good. He's good. He's good. Well, who do we have up now?
We have Daniel. And Daniel has 1 run, and then it was put out in the previous inning by Rodriguez, by Tyler. See if they can connect. Ooh, early.
We had a question asked, where did the wireless bases come from? They came from Fonzie. Fonzie brought them. If you want more information about them, talk to Fonzie. But that tells me maybe our internet stream is clearing up a little bit if somebody's asking about wireless bases.
Got 3 on him.
3 strikes now. They really need this run.
Ooh, that was a pitch. The pitch was too high.
And
Just
that
gotta
is
see
a
to settle down a little bit.
wow,
Settle
Katie.
down.
3 up, 3 down inning, Katie.
Yep.
As the defense tightened up a little bit, 2 strikeouts, but a big play by David Smith out there on Justin Howland.
Change the momentum.
14-9 heading to the 3rd. Okay. Yep. All right, so you heard that. Daniel Brock out, Darius Sterling in for Team Blue as we head to the top of the 3rd. As we head to the top of the 3rd, your official score. Team Red 14, Team Blue 9.
You got the substitution, right?
What'd you say it was?
14. Yes.
14-9. Yep. We got it. Sterling for Brock.
Yes.
I had 14.
Just making sure, guys. You're good. You're good, Jono. Thank you.
All right, so 2 innings complete. Let's see now if the red team can build on their lead.
We have more.
Don't. Make them pay you for them, you know? One part of the deal. Bring the players, not the equipment, too. It's all good. We make it work. Ooh, that one's a singer. Practicing choir. Ooh, there you go. There's Darius. There he is. You can hear Darius out there playing short. Ooh, man.
And he's one of the best in the game at it, playing short.
I think
Darius
also getting
Sterling.
some energy, I think that'll also help pick them up a little bit too.
All right, so who do we have here leading off? I've lost a little bit of track here.
Castaneda.
Castaneda. Castaneda, I believe, is the one hitter. He did score
Yes,
one.
he
He
did.
scored. He
Yep,
was
so
that.
he's 1 for 3.
He was that beautiful coffin corner spinner last
Yes.
inning. Look at this.
High ball up the center.
That's a great
Air,
hit.
a lot of air.
That's
Ooh.
nobody's getting that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Got it.
what a play!
Yeah, you
What a
got
play! Prove me wrong. Is Ricky's so fast and he got some air under it. That play was made by Kyle Bora.
Yep.
All right, Kyle Bora makes his presence known from the Gateway Archers. And he can do that. That was a fine play and first out.
Yeah, so classic, being able to know exactly where to go. Listen to it off out of the air. Good job. Tracking. Good tracking. I'm missing the word.
Yeah.
I'm missing the word. Tracking. There you go.
Defense is
We're
starting to
eluding
settle
me.
in a little bit. You're
Yes.
saying hopefully now the defenses are settling in here and they're starting to make plays. Coughlin, that was a late base for sure.
He's going to call it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll come back to replay. Lay base.
Yeah.
Yeah, lay base. Lay base, lay
That
base.
sh-
He'll come by and do it again.
It should be a late base.
It is, yeah, he called it. And the other late base that we had, the player didn't call it. Rodriguez didn't call it. So this time, we made sure
And
Finn's
this
been playing enough. He
this
knows
is
better.
Coghlan, right? I didn't hear them announce any substitutions. We've had one substitution from the blue team. Yeah, so that would have been Coghlan.
You mean up to bat?
Yeah, that.
This is Finn up to bat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Finn.
Yeah, so Finn's up to
Wrong
bat.
team. Yeah. All right, Finn's up to bat.
Yeah, Coughlin's the one that got.
Yeah, no. Coghlan's 4 on their side. Yeah, we got Mike and Mike in the same spot in the order on both sides. So this is Finn here who will get another crack at it. Finn and then Tyler Rodriguez on deck.
Now, one thing they're having to do is because of the wireless bases, is that Fonzie is having to kind of go walk out and make sure because the antenna is inside the base, and so he has 2 controllers, 1 controller for each base, and so he's having to adjust where to go to make sure it works. Repeat, same thing. Ooh, better hit. There's no way. Ooh. There is, oh my, okay, so the player went down and it went right off his hands. He had it out of his hands, picking it up. It was almost like, I don't know, I couldn't see if it was 2 came out of his hands, but that was, ooh, that looked like it was going to be a straight to him when he came over, but Mike Finn outran it to get the run. That was a tight one.
So that
He
extends
is
the lead
4
to
for
6.
4, Mike Finn.
Wow, Mike Finn, early candidate for our unofficial player of the game honors. He is 4 for 4 now. And the lead is now 6. I'd be interested to know how many strikeouts Jared has in this game. He can't have more than 2.
Jared he has 3.
3.
Yes.
Three strikeouts in, I'm counting 22 batters so far. And this is in an all-star game where he's not used to pitching to most of these guys.
This is Tyler. Tyler's up. Short. It was straight to pass Darius.
Ooh, it got under him.
Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful defense right past Darius on his hands. And then, who was that? Oh, 21. Is that Mike? Yeah, Mike came right behind him to pick it up.
Coghlan?
Yeah.
Coghlan backing up Darius on that play. That's
And
a
you can
nice
hear him.
teamwork.
So when Darius said, buy me, pass me, he knew exactly where to come over and call
Yep.
the lane. So good call also on the spotter. Good job.
That's a
Teamwork out there.
that's a good call. That's by the spotter. That's good communication by Darius, and that's a good pickup by Coghlan. All 3 were good, and they just got a good player. Everything was good.
That was beautiful. Yes.
And now this becomes a big batter because this is the 6th spot in the lineup, and you don't want David Smith coming up in this inning if you can help it. So, if they can retire Russell, they will have a chance here to only give up 1 run in this inning. And Russell's been hammering the ball too.
Straight
Again.
up the center. Jared was able to turn, so it didn't pass him. That's straight up the center. Too much air, too
Split
much
'em.
heat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Split them, and that's
Lot
at
of
least
air.
3 runs for Russell now, or is that 4
Yes,
for him
3
too?
3 out of 4. 3 for
He's
4.
3 for 4, and he's hit 3 balls hard. He just split their defense straight up the middle, as Katie told you.
And Jared he was hit before, and he was able to react and turn just enough because that was at his shoulder level. Had air enough. Oof.
16-9 now, and now David Smith back to the plate. Smith has scored a couple of runs, and he's made one big defensive play, and he came close on another one.
First base line in the hole. Yeah, there's too perfect of a placement. Too perfect of a placement.
So that's another run for David Smith, and that is now 3 or 4 for him.
Actually, he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5.
5 for 5. So right now, Mike Finn and David Smith are in a competition here. Finn's 4 for 4. David Smith is 5 for 5, and Team Red now has 17 runs.
Axel is back up.
So, after getting close to ending this inning, now a 2-out rally, 2 straight runs here, and they're starting to open it up. It is, by my count now, 17
Yep. You can definitely tell the energy has switched a little bit. So now the blue team just kind of needs to 2 outs. Just all it takes is one to turn that momentum back, get your energy back.
Yeah, one more out they can get out of the inning here. And here's Axel Cox, who
It's a big out.
started out struggling a little bit, but he has hit the ball hard, I think, his last 2 times.
Yes. Hold on a second. I think I got a second.
Triple foul. Foul ball.
Bounced and went out. Foul.
Okay, I got it.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I started talking.
No, it's okay.
Katie playing mistake-free scorekeeping over here.
Don't jinx me yet. Don't jinx me. You know, there's plenty of times people don't realize after each game, we have to make sure all the stats and everything. There's some, I'm going to give a shout out also to Boston Rob and their team. Sometimes, man, making sure every of those things count, but keeping you in line, but it's an enjoy. Mathematically, it works your brain.
Rob Weissman is our mad scientist of beat baseball, as I call him. He's a
Ooh, a dribbler. I don't think there's going to be foul. Yeah, foul. Simpson too, man. You can talk to them about stats all day long.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody, including Simpson, has done as much number crunching for his team as Rob Weissman does for the Boston Renegades, and it works. And you talk about the Renegades, and Joe McCormick was selected but unable to attend. Sean Devonish nearly got selected. Ron Cochran should have been in the
Jason,
pitchers conversation.
What's the count? 3 or 2? Okay, thank you.
But the Renegades, Rob Weissman squeezes every ounce of talent he can get out of that team, which is purely local, purely Massachusetts, and has been since its inception. He runs an amazing program over there. Rob and I may have to disagree and agree to disagree sometimes, but he's amazing.
And center again. Jared had a turn. If they, ooh, okay. So the middle guy came over. I think that was right off Mike. Yeah. So
Boy.
Mike went up in the lane, right off his body, and then over the player that came over behind him. I think that was Kyle. Yeah.
Kyle Bora. And these are good defensive players. These are some of the best defensive players in the league out on the field. But you're just seeing Jared's pitching a clinic, and his guys are giving him good swings right now. And now 4 times through the order, going on 5, they're settling in, and this isn't new anymore. And so you're going to see this probably all day tomorrow. And my goodness. And now we have, is this
This is
Castaneda again?
Yes.
Here's
Started
Castaneda.
off the inning, so back at the top for this inning.
Yeah, so that's 4 runs in now at least in the inning.
Yes, 4.
I had to do that once for 1 inning, play beat ball barefoot. Kevin Simpson made me because I ran out of my cleat. I totally blew it out in the middle of the game. It was a World Series game. So until they taped it up, they spent the next half inning taping it up for me, and I played with a taped cleat. But till then, I played sans shoes, yes, and I didn't like it either.
Well, I bet. That's it, foul.
And that's a strikeout to end the inning, but 4 more runs on the board for Team Red. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. They have doubled up Team Blue. For now, it is 18-9. Your score going to the bottom of the 3rd. Team Red, 18. Team Blue, 9.
Okay. Bottom of the 3rd.
Bottom of the 3rd.
It's old school. Very old school.
It
I
is.
love-
This is
bringing back some memories here.
throwback.
Right? Yes.
Now, did y'all play games under the lights back then? Or
All day games. I don't remember. I remember those days went real long. But it was, I mean, I loved it, every minute of it. I was about to say, I was like, I don't remember Under the Lights. Under the Lights, yeah. But you want to talk about some long games.
Oh yeah, well, because they had 90-foot bases for a while back then, and so you would get scores consistently in the 30s, and then for a while there, before 1990, they were playing with five strikes and 2 balls. Can you imagine?
No. I can't even. I don't know.
So bottom of the third, remember we've got Darius Sterling in Daniel Brock's spot now. Darius Sterling is in the lineup, and he will be in that third spot in the order.
Yep. And then so Mike's up right now.
So Coughlin's up, so he'll be the 6th man up in this inning if we get to that. And then I suspect you'll see more lineup changes as we go into the later stages of this game. Boy, they could use a run from the lefty Mike Coughlin here.
Okay. Middle of the base. Oh, he'll go down track at that short. Yep, he's got it right to him.
He got him. And that is...
Hold on, let me see. Wait, who was that? I just got the out. I didn't know if they'd turn him around or if they said who it was.
Number on the putout. Number on the putout.
Darnell, who was that?
Oh, yeah, that might be
Casey? Okay, thank you.
All right, Casey Krause, Rookie of the Year from the Philly Fire with that putout. So he's settling in.
He's defensive fielder, so he's filled in that position.
And he struggled a little bit at the beginning of this game. It took him an inning to get going, but now he's made a play. And I'll tell you what, it was 9-2 at one point in this game. Team Blue. The last 16 runs in this game have been scored by the red team.
He tracked it pretty well, stayed with it, was able to pull it out.
So this will bring up, is this Margist?
Yes.
John Margist.
Short, that's a dribbler.
That's going to go right to his
That's gonna
teammate,
go- ooh, right
Casey
off his
Krause.
hands, right off his Casey's, reaching it. Wow.
Casey got him. Oh, he made it closer than it needed to be, but he got his teammate. For a minute there, I was wondering if he was just going to maybe give his teammate from the Philly Fire, Margist, a run there, but...
Or just keep people on their toes by hit off his hands, reach for it, hit off his hands, reach for it. Woo!
Way to stay with it, though. And Casey Krause is getting it done now. 2 outs now. All right, see, they cannot afford to have another 0 inning here. If there was ever a time for a big fly from Ron Jordan, it would be now.
Because when Jared gets hot, Jared gets hot. Dribbler right down that line. Foul ball, foul ball. So people are getting angry. So so the reason why people so Jono came back. What happened it was rolling, and then it was fair, then it rolled foul, and then it rolled back into fair territory, and he had already called foul ball.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll ask Jason that after the game, because Jason is as good at not making those calls until the last second as anybody I've ever seen. So
Well,
I
it looked
wonder,
like it was going to go straight, and then there was a turn. Like that turn came out of nowhere. The spin on that ball.
and sometimes it can hit a little pock mark in the ground, especially with short grass like this.
And wet.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Here we go.
And
He's
that
down
makes
to
a
their
difference.
last strike. They need a hit here from Jordan.
Kind of like an uppercut swing. Hit some ground bounce first. If he's right on it. Ooh, he went past that. Okay. he was short of the base, was able to pull it out, and that defense, they both got short. So Ron stayed with it, pulled out the run.
I'm sorry, what was the call on that?
That was run.
Run. Okay, so that is a big run for Jordan. All right, they needed it, and he gave him one. And he's the designated hitter in the game, so that's his job. And he did his job. So 18-10 now, and that'll get it back up to the top of the order.
Zach.
And Zach Arambula, who I believe struck out his last time out, that can't happen again.
He is 2 for 3.
The times he's put the ball in play, he's scored. But you can't steal first base or third base, so you got to put it in play. Give yourself a chance. He's right there, Katie. They got contact.
His last at bat, they had some struggle with timing. Dribbler.
Uh-oh.
They come up. They
Casey
can
Krause.
Tight. That safe.
He needed to come up on that
That
quicker.
safe. They hesitated, so they were waiting because it was straight up the center, right past the pitcher. Both short guys.
You always
Castaneda
wonder.
And Krause. Yeah.
Sorry to
That
interrupt.
hesitation.
Yeah, you always wonder if that's if maybe they didn't hear a spotter call, or if the spotter call was just a little bit late, or maybe they didn't hear the ball right away. But that spotter call, man, when they use voice inflection to make sure that's short, you got to be moving.
And I think I've had a conversation with my dad about that. So like if it's in the air versus short, how you call it.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of, you pull it out or you wait. So it's just very interesting. Even spotter, there's a whole mechanics and science behind it too.
Yep, absolutely. Voice inflection is so important. It's your first indication to the hitter where the ball, or the fielder where the
That
ball
is
is going to go.
definitely
That's a foul
foul.
ball.
And we had discussions, I think, with my dad too about like when did that start or who brought that in. So I think that's interesting because if you just think about it, just calling the number.
The first real
yeah.
organized defense in beat baseball, according to all my research and everything that I've heard, this was before my time even, was the Chicago Bluffs with John Lykowski and Dan Green and Mike Woodard and all the folks in Chicago that really organized defense. Because before that it was just hitting. And I think that's the one biggest change that I've seen in beat baseball since I started in 1999 is the quality of the team defense has improved so much.
Okay. Justin is 1 for 3, and right now he's 0-3 at the plate right now.
Yeah, he's another one they need to get going. If Justin Holland's not hit, if he's one of their biggest hitters. And that was low. You could hear it. That was low under his bat.
Yeah.
And that's the inning. Couple runs on the board. I have 18-11 going to the fourth.
Yes.
And your score as we head to the top of the fourth. Red team 18, blue team 11. I hope the internet's gotten better, folks. If it hasn't, remember this will be available on demand. It is being recorded, and it will be available on demand immediately after we terminate the live stream. So if you're having trouble watching the live stream, we do apologize. Hopefully, in the time between tonight and when we get going tomorrow, they can rectify that situation. But until then, if you can see the game and hear the game, great. If you can't, be patient with us. Once the game is over, you'll be able to watch it in full, on demand, at your convenience. I'm David Benny. I'm doing color commentary. Katie Mathena doing double duty, scorekeeper, and doing some play-by-play for me here, and doing a wonderful job.
Okay, hold on. Jason, time out, pause.
Oh,
You can do it on that matter. He's not changing.
do we have?
We're doing some subs, so hold on.
Okay, good. And we've got some subs.
So Schultz is coming in for Tyler Rodriguez.
All right. Rich Schultz in for Tyler Rodriguez.
Hogwood in for Russell.
And Dakota Hogwood in for Rich Crussell.
For DH, yeah.
The DH.
Yep, Dakota. Yep.
Is that it, Mike?
Nope.
Oh,
Stanley Griffin is going to go in for Krause as the DL.
all right. Griffin in for Kraus as the DF.
Stanley Griffin. And then Hillary House also.
And House Oswald in for Ricky Castaneda. So we'll go over those changes again once Katie comes back. She's taking them down, but here's what I have so far. Rich Schultz in for Tyler Rodriguez, so he will go into the 5th spot in the batting order. Into the 6th spot in the batting order, taking over at DH, will be Dakota Hogwood from the Philly Fire. Taking over at designated fielder for Casey Kraus will be Stanley Griffin of the Tyler Tigers, and he is a defensive specialist, folks. And then Hillary House Oswald. Excellent player from the BCS Outlaws. She will go into the 3rd spot in the order for Ricky Castaneda. And here we go. We're off in the top of the 4th as they're starting to speed this game up a little bit. And we have somebody up.
Okay, it's Mike Finn.
Mike Finn. 4 for 4. And
Straight to Darius.
That's
Darius.
it, Darius. He's got to pick that
got
up.
Perfect form.
He served that up. Okay.
Perfect
First
form to
time
Darius.
Finn's been retired today, and it's by his teammate, Darius Sterling, his Blackhawks teammate, now playing on opposite sides in this showcase. 1 out, and that's a big out because that's the first time Mike Finn's been retired today. All right. So that's 1 down, and now we'll start getting a look at some subs here. Rich Schultz. Schultz, lefty, up to bat. He replaced Tyler Rodriguez. Rich Schultz and the Chicago Comets.
Okay, one last time. Just.
And so, with those substitutions now, Team Red has gotten all of their available players in the game. They started with 11, and now all 11 are going to be in the game. We tipped it. We got 18-11 here in the top of the 4th.
High ball. Darius tracked it, went down on it. Oh, went past his hands. So Darius tracked it, and then it hit behind him. So that's kind of hard when the ball bounces down and then goes behind you guys.
And there
so
was
he came
some-
up a little bit too. He knew immediately. He just got up and he knew he overran it.
And there was some hang
Yeah.
time on that,
There
too.
was some hang time, yeah. But it, like I said, if he was right there. So if he would have waited, and because his